Well, top of the morning to everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Joanne Zurlo. I'm one of the organizers of the meeting from Johns Hopkins Center for Alternatives to Animal Testing, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an introduction before we get into our program this morning. First I want to acknowledge and recognize our symposium organizers. This is it was a mean feat putting this together from 3,000 miles away. By particular, I have to thank Brenda McCowan for all her help on site here at UC Davis. So we have the Center for Alternatives to Animal Testing and the Department of Molecular and Comparative Pathobiology at the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, who helped work to get us race credit for this symposium. And then we have our colleagues at the NIH, including Pat Brown at OLAW and Eric Hutchinson from Division of Veterinary Resources. From USDA, Christina Adams, who couldn't be here, but Sandy Ball, who's filling in for her so adeptly at this meeting. And I particularly also want to recognize Kelly Pate, who helped us a lot with the race credit stuff, and all of her colleagues at Johns Hopkins. And then the unnamed person who's downstairs running around like crazy with a chicken without a head is Jamie DeRita, who's done so much of the practical organization for the meeting. Then I want to thank our sponsors. We have a couple of signature sponsors, including Primate Products Incorporated, who are they are sponsoring our lunch today, and Invigo, who are sponsoring our coffee break today. And then our other sponsors are Bernice Barbour Foundation, who's no stranger to the UC Davis campus, Charles River Laboratories, and Allentown. And then we have our vendors and exhibitors, and I'm encouraging you all to go and visit with them. So we have Animal Welfare Institute, BioServe, Data Services, Data Sciences International, Primate Products, and USDA. And if I miss somebody, I apologize, but please go and see the vendors during your breaks and lunch breaks. So just to give you a very brief overview of the Center for Alternatives to Animal Testing, we're based at the Johns Hopkins School of Public Health, which is now the Bloomberg School of Public Health, founded in 1981 with a focus on finding alternatives to the use of animals for cosmetics testing. And then we opened a branch in Europe at the University of Constance in 2010. We are based on the 3 R's principles, so while we do focus a lot on replacement, we also have programs in reduction and refinement. We have been known right since the get-go for our grants program, so we award grants for in vitro systems for toxicity testing, and then since 2004 we give out small grants for science-based refinement methods. And we have a number of people probably in this audience who have been recipients of those grants. We are an information hub, so we have our CAAT and AltWeb internet sites, which are really good resources for the 3 R's, as well as we're an official journal, which is Altex. The refinement program deals with issues such as we're dealing with today, and I'll go into that in a minute. And then we have a laboratory various laboratory projects that are focused on pathways of toxicity, again, very toxicologically oriented. And then an evidence-based toxicology collaboration. So for our refinement program, we highlight areas of importance for animal welfare, particularly alleviation of pain and distress and improvement of animal well-being. So a lot of times what we do is organize conferences in critical areas of refinement, such as the one we're at today. And as I mentioned, we do award small grants to individuals working with lab animals to generate data to support methods that improve animal welfare and scientific data. So for those of you who are doing work in that area, I encourage you to look at our website and apply for grants. They're small, they're like $6,000, but you can do a lot if you add it on to another project that's going on in your facility. And we've had some really good projects that we funded. So just a little bit of a history about this program. A group of us, mainly the organizers who have been involved in all of them, had decided to put together a symposium on social housing that was first held in Bethesda in 2013. And we had a really very strong support for that, and a lot of people encouraged us to do it again. So we did in 2014, and we had it at University of Colorado in Denver, which was also quite successful. And then we decided to come all the way to the West Coast for this one and work at UC Davis. And as I mentioned earlier, for the first time, we're offering race credit for this. So if you're interested in race credit, what you need to do at the end, I don't know, some of you will be here only for today, and some will stay for both days, but if you are interested in getting a certificate of attendance for race credit, you need to fill out the survey that is in the evaluation form that's in your packets and turn that in to Jamie down at the registration desk, and she will provide you with a certificate of attendance so you can get your race credit. So that's pretty much all I want to say. I'm really happy that everybody came. It's great to see a nice crowd here. It's always good to be in a new area. I love UC Davis. It's a great venue for this meeting, and I think we brought good weather with us because I heard you had a lot of rain last week, so that's a good thing. So I hope you enjoy the conference, and I'm going to turn it over now to my colleague Eric Hutchinson, who is going to do speaker introductions.